What is the new way to grow your business on YouTube? We already know that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. And we know from customer surveys that 60% of consumers would choose to buy from a business with an established YouTube brand over another competitor. But is there some type of formula, a process that we can follow where we can build a business YouTube channel that will provide us both leads and sales for years to come? That brings us to what I call the 4 P's of success. This is the same formula I work every day that has helped me grow my YouTube channel, Hampton Law, to over 10 to 15 million views every 30 days and over 270,000 subscribers. The first P, plan. In order for us to transform our business through the power of YouTube, we need to know what is working on YouTube right now. This is done by digging deep and finding other YouTube channels in your niche and seeing exactly what they are doing and what is working for them. We never want to just guess what is working on YouTube. By doing a little bit of research, we can find out what's working on YouTube right now. For example, if you're a CPA that provides tax strategy to investors and maybe also tax filings, there's a good chance with a little bit of research, you can find other companies that provide the same type of services to your customer base, and you can begin to do a deep dive into their content and see what is working for them right now. For example, after doing a little bit of research, what do we find? We find a creator by the name of Mark Kohler. Take a look at his subs. He's got over 460,000 subscribers. But even more important than that, let's dig a little deeper. Notice the popular videos. If I click on popular here and I start to see, we start evaluating more recent videos. He's got videos from 9 months ago talking about not setting up LLCs. And he's talking specifically, what are these popular videos about? What is the audience that you're targeting going to be interested in learning more about? I can also do a deeper dive and start looking at most recent content and how well it performs. Like this video, 265,000 subscribers, and look at the thumbnail, Copy the Rich, and we see the title, Why the Rich Put Everything in Their Living Trust. This gives me a good idea of the types of thumbnails and the types of titles that are working within the niche of my business. We can then choose to watch the actual video all the way through. And by doing so, we can find out, is this a talking head video? What's the pacing? Is it heavily edited? This gives us an idea of what the audience's expectations are as we start to create new content. As you go through this and start doing some research in your planning, now there's no reason to reinvent the wheel. Start writing everything down and you'll learn so much about your audience. Once you've come up with a list of 5 to 10 business creators that are in your business niche, you'll begin to analyze them and you'll see similar patterns and behaviors across all of these creators. Many of them will talk about the same topics. They'll use similar thumbnails and titles, and now you can start elevating your chances of success. This may seem like a little bit of work, but I want to challenge you. If you start doing this, what you'll find is it is helping you work smarter, not harder. Now that we've done your planning, we must now, number 2, perform. This is where it's time for you to be you. It's time for you to start recording videos. Personally, for my law firm, I have learned that the best place to start recording videos is through short form videos. Short form videos are videos that are 60 seconds or less. And from my perspective, the best short form videos are ones that focus on one single point. Don't overcomplicate it. By creating shorts, you are able to work on your performance and practice so that you become more comfortable as you create longer videos. It's super easy for an editor to make small edits to your shorts and maybe add some captions to it. Or you can consider artificial intelligence options that very quickly make these edits and will get you posting. After you see which shorts are resonating with your audience, you can then sit down and script 5 to 10 minute long videos based upon those topics, and then now you will be putting out your first long form videos. Why longer videos for your business? Because in my experience, these longer videos really help you establish the know, like, and trust factor with your audience and your marketplace, which will help you grow your business. So much so, it is common for my law firm, Hampton Law, to receive as many as 150 new calls per month from clients, potential clients, ready to pay on the spot based upon all of the binge watching they did through Hampton Law. Okay, we've planned and performed, and we've launched our first videos. That brings us to number 3. Probe. We need to probe deeper into our videos, and so we can analyze and find out exactly what we should do to get in alignment with the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm only cares about 2 things: to predict what the viewer wants to watch and to keep the viewer watching YouTube for as long as possible. Probing is all about hitting the sweet spot by finding the middle ground between what you have to talk about as an expert, which is all of your business services, and what your audience really wants to hear more about. This is the what, when, how, and why that we need to learn so that we can duplicate it video after video. To probe into what is happening, it requires us to find out where your traffic is coming from. When we learn where your traffic is coming from, it'll help us learn more about what your viewer is looking for. We must also know what videos in your library are getting the views right now. Where is the momentum in your channel right now? We need to find that out so that we can duplicate that success. How do we do this? By digging into the powerful analytics tool YouTube Studio provides. For example, on one of my YouTube channels, Hampton Law, I began to do this analysis and I found that there were certain topical videos that did better than other videos, meaning more people clicked on those videos. People watched the videos longer and they went back and watched some of those videos over and over again. I also continued to dig and I found that certain videos about law enforcement and gun interaction, they had more comments, they had more likes, and just more engagement between the videos. What did I learn here? I learned that this type of content resonates with my audience. And I also learned I need to make more videos, but I need to make sure that the videos related to this topic are very specific to the pain points of my particular audience. How did I do this? I started digging deeper into the comments, and I would find comments that seemed to match other comments, and people would start to answer each other's questions, and I began to realize I had more topical videos covering this area that I could have people binge watching over and over again. Finally, number 4, we need to be ready to pivot. Once we know what's working on YouTube and we start creating YouTube videos and we start hitting that sweet spot between what our business services are and what our audience wants to hear more about, now we need to go back and take a look at the videos we've launched and get ready to pivot for future success. In other words, we need to start learning and digging deeper into the YouTube analytics tool provided to us by YouTube in YouTube Studio. For me, this is the exciting part because we get to see what all of our labors produced for us. We get to see what worked, what didn't work. And we can do this through the power of a retention graph. We can see when people left our video and learn to improve that. And we can also see places where people really liked our content and they went back and watched it over and over again. For example, when you go into YouTube Analytics, I'm going to show you an example of a retention graph. When you go into YouTube Studio and you click on Analytics and you see the Overview tab, when you go down, one of the things you can find is the retention graph. It will actually show you when the viewer began to drop, how long they remained, for how long did you keep their attention during the duration of the video. It'll tell you the percentage of the video viewed and the average view duration, so that on average we see 6 minutes and 44 seconds. And that's on a video that received 4.5 million views. Here I'm showing you a different video, a more recent video, so that we can scroll down and see a similar retention graph. And here we see I had more people stay on longer on this particular video. This is wonderful because as you learn to read retention graphs, you can begin to see what type of hook worked, what type of strategies and techniques that you used on a video. You can compare them from video to video so that you can start working smarter and not harder and watch your video views rise. We can also dig deep into the analytics section and go to the audience tab, and what we find near the bottom of the page is the age gender. It will tell us the age. Well, here we see the male. 91.6% of the viewers are male. Now they differentiate them between videos and shorts, and it matters. If you create custom shorts, you see the age group. You can tailor your message, your hook, and exactly the content formula you want to use based upon the interests of your particular audience. But on videos, notice the difference here. Much older audience. So here, that can affect your editing style. It can affect everything that works for that particular audience and that age group. During this pivot process, we can then go back to the planning work that we did at the very beginning, and we can take a look at those great titles and thumbnails that were working for other creators in our business niche. And you put all of this work together, and it starts to add up to better future videos, a growing channel, and ultimately a growing business. Now, I want to help you get started by creating your very first videos. I encourage you to go down to the description portion of this video, and I'm going to give you a free guide to help you get started on your journey building your business brand through YouTube. Now, is there a secret setting you can use right now that will help your current and future videos start using the YouTube algorithm to recommend them to your viewers? Yes, there is. Check out this next video, where I share with you the secret trick YouTube experts use to actually grow their channel. See you over there.